Good morning from beautiful and sunny Utah. This morning we've been taking it a little slow. We didn't have anywhere to go super early, so we made a nice breakfast, made some coffee, and we've just been enjoying the views at our spot. The last time we saw you, we were making our way towards Las Vegas for some work commitments, and we were ready to get out of the city once we got back, so we decided to head over to the St. George area, which is southern Utah. We've been here before, we love this area, and we're just excited to be here and explore a little bit more over the next few days or weeks or however long we end up being here. These are some views just from right outside of our campsite. We have a pretty big campsite, which is nice. And then over here in this direction is Zion National Park, so we are not far at all.
This morning into the early afternoon, we have a little bit of work to get done, some emails to respond to, and it's so easy to make our space look so clean. Well, it's not really that easy, but we do a pretty good job at it because it usually is clean. But right now, with all the moving and work and all that kind of stuff, it's a mess in here. When we're done working, we're going to organize a little bit and then hopefully get out for a hike because it is beautiful outside. We got some work done, so we're going to clean up our space before we head out for the day. We have some work packages here, a bag full of extra bags that we use for like the dog's waste and garbage. And then this bag usually sits here, but we have stuff that just needs to find a home. It's had a home before, but it needs to refine its home so the bag can sit there and our space is all cleared up. So the problem with Grocery Outlet, the place we always rave about, is we buy a bunch of something when we know we like it. So we have this Kodiak protein flour. It's pretty good stuff. It was literally 99 cents per bag. So we decided it was a great idea to buy like 7 bags and we have 5 left. So we're going to probably make some with that later. But we also buy like these when they're a good deal, apple cider vinegar. But I'm really just organizing this area to get stuff off the counters. And these boxes are actually work packages that are going to be going inside the truck. But where they're supposed to go inside the truck is where our camping gear is. So the camping gear we just got out of our storage unit, we're going to put back in the little flip out rack thing that we have. So let's start putting it all back together and hopefully we can clean it up in here.
It's like Tetris every
Literally.
time we go to organize.
And the thing is, we do the same Tetris game with the fridge. And usually it's my job because not that I'm better at Tetris, I'll just take the time to make it fit better.
He's better at Tetris.
And she just lets me do it, so it works out pretty well.
So in here we have dirty laundry typically. In the middle we have a lot of toiletry stuff. Then that bin is full of like extra food, dry goods, rice. Then on the right is coffee, protein powder, and baby wipes.
I'm going to put these up there. So here's another example. Walmart, $1.63 for these. They're usually like $4, and so they don't expire till the end of the month. High protein, good, high in fiber. They're great. And then we also have something like this. This is like one of our splurge items. One of my mom's friends bought us this, and it's great. It makes almond milk from almonds, so no extra junk inside of it. But we have to make it fit somewhere.
But we're actually going to use it.
Yeah, so
then make it fit.
We're going to take it out to use it, make it fit, but this is kind of one of those things that we are willing to play Tetris for.
So this is my side of the bed, and it's actually not that bad for once. I have a couple water bottles, so I definitely don't need both. We have our little mini vacuum that kind of gets bounced around because we use it a lot. Fanny pack, extra hat. This one doesn't really stay up here with the rest of my hats. Sometimes, but not really. Then the dog's toys. Makeup remover, that goes up there. Sometimes stuff just doesn't get put away.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of the problem here is a lot of our stuff just doesn't make it back home. So like why I showed you the almond cow, right under the almond cow are 2 jackets that should be in the closet. So we're just putting things away, organizing slowly. It's kind of therapeutic when you see stuff disappearing, but it's just not happening fast enough.
Just a little full. We don't have to worry about that. Slowly but surely, it's starting to look much cleaner in here. Also, by the way, sorry if I sound and look sick. I'm getting over a cold, and I was totally fine yesterday. And then I woke up today still not feeling the best, but it's fine. But this bag, our camera bag, we use almost every single day when we go hiking. And then I have my camera sling. So that kind of stuff doesn't really have another spot, so it kind of just stays on this seat here. But it's not really too big of a deal when the rest of the table is cleaned off.
Still see we have our sauna. We had some camping stuff here, but instead we're gonna put this here.
And most of this camping gear we had in our storage unit, but we're hoping to get on some backpacking trips. So we picked it back up and put it back in the box. Now that our camper is a lot more organized, I'm going to make some almond milk in our almond cow, and then we're going to get out of here, go get some fresh air, get a little hike in, but I figured I'd show making some almond milk since I'm making it anyways and show how easy it is. Okay, so this is the almond cow and it's filled with water, and then this part right here is where you put your almonds or cashews or whatever. These almonds I soaked last night and it helps them like expand. So then this attaches onto here and there's like a little blade. Oops, so there we go, it stays like that. And then to the water I just add a few things like stevia, sweetener, vanilla extract because I like it to be flavored vanilla. This one's not open yet. Okay, now it's open. Vanilla. And then I like to just do a little bit of salt. And that's it. Now we put it on and press the cow. Alright, and after it goes 3 cycles, it's done. So you take it off, nice and foamy. And then this basket I just put in here to let it keep dripping. Usually it fills up 2 mason jars, so let's see. Pretty close. And then in the basket is obviously the crushed up almonds, and it's called the almond pulp. And I actually don't waste it. I make cookies with it, so I'll just put it in here. I mean, you can make a lot of things, but I like to make cookies with it. So I put it in here and then use it later. Nothing goes to waste, and we get delicious almond milk. Less than 15 minutes away from where we were camping out is this trail called 3 Falls Trail. There's 3 falls on this trail, but they might all be dried up right now because of the time of year. We're not really sure, but we're super excited because we can already tell it's beautiful. But getting to this trail, you go through this little town of Hurricane, and it's just crazy because their house is literally right behind us, and it would be so cool to live here and just walk over to this trail and do this trail whenever you want because we can already tell it's going to be beautiful.
Just barely down this wash, you get to waterfall number 1, and it's dried up by surprise. But it actually still looks so cool because you can see it's kind of gray, which is where the water usually runs, and it's really tall actually. There's like 2 levels to it. But now we're hiking around the side, going up over it to the second waterfall, and supposedly there's 3, given the name is 3 Falls Trail. But we'll see.
To think we were down there a couple minutes ago and we've already walked up this trail and we're still going up. This is up at the top of the first waterfall, and as you can tell down there, there's like little pools of water, but definitely nothing running. Now to make it to the second and the third, hopefully before it gets dark. We didn't really leave too much time. It's not too long of a trail, but we like to stop and get pictures and stuff. So when we do, sometimes our time is cut a little bit short.
We're just hiking through this wash. It's like a huge canyon up around us. It's so beautiful. But we went back to review some footage because we were expecting to have hit the second falls by now. And it looks like we might have missed it. We don't know how we might have missed it, but maybe because it's dried up, so it kind of just looks like rock with some gray stuff on it. But we're gonna book it out to the third falls and hopefully see the second falls when we're on our way back. But we might miss it because it might get dark. So let's hope we get out there, we can get back that way and see it. If not, we somehow missed it. So if you come do this trail, keep your eye out.
We made it to the last falls. I'm pretty sure this is the end of the trail right at the end of here, but I think this is probably going to be the best spot to see the waterfall or the dried up waterfall. At the top you can kind of see a little bit of discoloration where the water was, but this trail overall is super pretty, just walking through the canyon and getting beautiful views. And we were talking, and I think the second waterfall might have been where I said we were at the top of the waterfall. That might have been the second one, but I guess we'll confirm that on the way down.
As you can see, it's 6:16 and the sun sets at 6:31. It's right under it. And we have about 15 minutes of light left and not that much further to go, so let's go.
We made it back to the truck. That hike was absolutely beautiful, and we did realize that on the way down, the second falls was exactly what we thought. It was right after the first one, after a steep climb, but overall, super beautiful trail. And now we're gonna make it back to camp. We just got back to our camp spot and luckily it was still open. We weren't sure, you never know when you have like a truck camper or a van if your spot will still be open when you leave, because when you have a trailer, you know, you leave it there, you can come back to it. But luckily this one is still open, and on the way home we stopped at the gym to get a shower in. We do have a shower obviously, but it's kind of small and we'd rather use someone else's water and have unlimited hot shower. So that's what we did on the way home, and now we're going to make some dinner before we call it a night. For dinner I made us some sweet potato protein pasta with feta on top and a side salad. Grayson's also has chicken because he's a big boy and likes to eat a lot. So that's his and that's mine.
While we didn't have the most adventurous day, we do appreciate you guys for following along. Truck camper life can always seem like you're on to the next thing, on to the next adventure, but there are a lot of days where we're just hanging out, living a normal life like everybody else, just in a truck camper, and there comes a lot of mundane things like putting things away, playing the Tetris, or doing all that kind of stuff, which is just kind of just a part of this lifestyle. But we appreciate you all watching this far. We appreciate you guys following along with us for just a reality or a typical day of what truck camper living looks like. And we are just so excited to spend our time in southern Utah for the next, 2 weeks like we mentioned at the beginning of this video. And so we are going to go to sleep now, wrap it up here. We appreciate you guys all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.